Whew. Well, here's hoping we don't have any issues tonight. For VOD gamers. Actually, for VOD gamers, I should do the... What's my intro? True. Please help. My brain is mush. Okay. What are we doing? Anyway, I upgraded to Windows 11, which was surprisingly seamless, but I'm hoping that we don't have any issues. So far, everything looks good as far as audio is concerned. Hey, VSync, what up? And hopefully notifications actually go up for YouTube, but yeah. Well, I haven't been streaming these past couple days. Okay, well, it is gem day, my dudes, so... What's the one gem type that I'm missing? Let's say it all together, guys. Yep, that's right, lava. Hey, Magic. Oh, why? Collect fire gem boxes. Easy for you to say when there's no dungeons nearby. Budge, what are you doing? Hold on, guys. She's all, you know. She just had food, so let me outside, father. Oh, you just got maxed out C5? Let's go. Oh! Also, hey, Rayad. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, no surprise. You guys on Twitch are getting the notifications, and YouTube is not. You aren't a Shadowhunter main anymore? No, I'll go into more detail about that. I'm just waiting on the dog. Actually, I guess I can go into it right now. So basically, never mind, there she is. Short answer, Shadowhunter garbage, lol. They recently just nerfed him into the ground. Not really. Oh my god, why is this world always... This world sucks. God, dude. There's never any dungeons. So, in short, when this update came out, which added the Mystic Gems, it added D15 to all of the different worlds, and D15 is like so powerful, the enemies here, that it is more so than speed farming. Like, getting from dungeon to dungeon is useful, but the bottleneck in most cases is actually just raw damage, because the enemies are essentially the same as like super deep delves. And what's the Shadowhunter not good at? Delves. So this update, I'm not gonna say it made him worthless. Like, I could still main him, but I'm taking the opportunity to kind of just experiment and try different classes out. And yeah, I've been really enjoying Solarian. He's just got such heaps of damage that it really makes a difference in terms of the dungeon speed. Where was that box? I just saw that box go into my inventory, and yet it's not here right now. There it is. Is YouTube being stupid? Yes, I think it is. Oh well. The fact that there's no notifications yet is quite surprising. You can't play with Boomer? Eventually. I already kind of experimented with him a lot during the Luxian trials, because that's another area where the enemies just scale so high. And I've always been very adamant about the fact I'm not the biggest fan of Boomer. He's not my favorite. Hey, Peyton. At least somebody got a notification on YouTube. My God. But yeah, everything sound okay to you guys? Like everything's good? You don't notice any changes or anything? Hopefully. For Twitch chat anyways, I didn't end up putting it in the title. I swapped to Windows 11. So I'm hoping that there's no problems. Oh, you didn't get a notification, Peyton. Okay, good. Thanks, YouTube. Everything sounds good? Okay. Oh yeah, that's right, my sandwich guide. That's probably what tanked my notifications tonight. I hate YouTube so much, dude. I just wanted to make a funny video like that. Just because I thought, okay. I like making quick gamer food. Yeah, no surprise about notifications. Boy, I can't wait for tomorrow, right guys? When I play Ghost of Yote and like one person gets notified. That's okay. All right, everything sounds good. All right, thanks guys. Yep. Yeah, I don't think the picture might look slightly different to you guys. I don't think it's gonna be really affecting you that much though. Most of all, I just adjusted some of the color balancing very slightly, so it should look a little less saturated. But other than that, I don't think my fancy 4K monitor is gonna make any visual difference for you. Because I'm still running it in 2K anyway. Where is this? Hello? Is this Oklahoma? Oh, hello. You're not a boss. You're just a random idiot. Excuse me? Oh my god, that slow fall. It was obnoxious. That's true. Also, hey, Masky. Yeah, I didn't even think about putting chips inside my sandwich, actually. I do that for hot dogs. It's actually really good. But I never thought to do it with a sandwich. That'd probably be really good. Like Doritos specifically. Oh my god. I think you've unlocked the beast. Now I want to buy chips. I can't justify it, dude. It was an expensive month. There we go. Now some of you guys are getting notifications on YouTube. Hi, guys. Hopefully your night's going good, or day, or whatever. I'm in the true time zone, so just always remember that. So it's the goblin hours. Class swap to Rev. I did try Rev for a bit. He's powerful, but he's even slower than Solarian, like in terms of movement speed, if you can believe it. I'm not against using him eventually though, but I already tried him a lot on the test server, and in particular in the delves. Like he's really good in there. But for normal dungeons, like he's good. Like he'll clear things almost immediately. Like if I wanted to be smart right now, I should actually just swap everything to Shadowhunter because it would still be faster than this, but whatever. Chips with cream cheese bagel is so good. That sounds good. There's another, what was it? You've unlocked a core memory from years ago. You take a wrap, you know, like a burrito wrap, whatever. Cream cheese, and then just cut up green pepper and throw it in there, and it's really good. Obviously, salt and pepper too, but don't worry, I'm not actually like hungry right now or anything. I ate way too much today. But speaking of eating too much, protein. I need some more protein, Mum. Oh, God. Ugh. Mm. Where? Oh, I see you. I'll get him in a second. Hello? Who's down here? Oh. Come on. There you go. Where was that guy? Still over there. He hasn't left. Oh, God. How embarrassing. I can't even blast my way in there. Yes, I still see him. Oh, God. I am on Death Defying. Right, because I was doing Delves last time. Conjurer. Here's how good Conjurer is. I had like 2 potions left. And we're gonna be fine. Crazy. Crazy how much it triggers. No, you don't get to punch me. Oh, it didn't trigger that time. The main thing, it's not even that I have like a lot of magic find. The main thing is that this is one of the only flasks that doesn't have, it doesn't seem to have an internal cooldown like the other ones do. Because otherwise there was people, I remember a couple streams back, people were saying, why don't you use the crit hit one? And then I had to use it to remind myself, oh right, it's got an internal cooldown. It doesn't tell you, because haha, Trove descriptions. Oh crap, there's like a hidden event going on in Trove right now, isn't there? Hold on. I forgot all about it. Oh my God. Let me see. How do I, oh God. Oh God. How do I tab out to my desktop on Windows? Oh God. There it is. Oh. I'm on Windows 11, remember, so things are very slow. Okay. What is the event we got going on? The green jam, right. There's also... So we go to the ocean, we clean a bunch of trash. There's a merchant in Faye that has some new stuff, I think. Weird. The allies are really expensive? Okay. Takes wild cupcakes. Of course it does. Don't worry, I've got plenty of those. Is it only in Faye, the thing? Also, let me see. Alt-Tab. No. Alt-Tab does not go to desktop. Remember, I'm in Windows 11, so I don't know. I don't know how any of these hotkeys and stuff work yet. Stop. So am I already getting the resource by just doing these dungeons? It's like 300 or 500 per a group. Oh, good Lord. Okay. Yep. Well. Windows key and D. Okay, thank you. Does that just move everything? That might even be from Windows 10. I just never knew it. Oh, God. Well, I'll never use that command again because, yeah, that just minimized everything. So now I gotta grab everything. Thanks for the tip, though, but yeah, I'll never do that again. No, what I was basically looking for was just like basically alt-tabbing out of the game into my desktop, but that's okay. I keep forgetting that the new search bar is like actually better now too. Hey, Bobby. No, it's all good, Rem. It's a good command to know, the Windows D. It just isn't gonna help in my instance because I always need my windows open. If it would, and of course with Windows, I pressed the button again and it didn't restore everything. If it did that, like put everything into the task manager, or, you know, the start bar or whatever, and then you could just revert it, that would be fine. What am I dealing damage to? Excuse me. Okay, let's see if I can find this stupid NPC while I force chug this. I'm gonna throw up. Ugh. Ugh. I kind of like it. All right, where is this idiot? Where am I supposed to find him? Do I gotta do something in the ocean first, or oh? Oh, there we go. Oh, I need salty trash first. Okay. Okay. I gotta go get the trash first. There's another thing like the mini structure. Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. Yep. Right. The cornerstone framework. Cruft cake. Okay. Equipping your hot bar like a bomb, then throw near a hungry chicken bin. Oh. Okay. How much do we get per out of these? Oh, crafted by. Oh my god, of course. Of course. You go into the ocean, you grind one resource so that you can spend it on our NPC to literally just like. Oh my god, and look, no wonder I never got that ally. This mount is cheaper. All right, let's see. How many do we get? Can I shoot it this way? Nope. Cannons only? No normal boat cannon could possibly destroy this. Oh god, there's more. Look at the bird. Okay. Oh. Oh god. What is with these prices, dude? Huh? Oh, is this? Mine was cupcakes. Right. This NPC is old. It has a chance of it has different resources that you can drain. But still, that's so bad. Ugh, that is really bad. Cause I need how many of these? 250? And that's 550 each, dude. That is... There's one that uses Glim. Oh, thank God. Okay. That should be okay, depending on the cost. It might be really bad. Oh, Golden Soul. Delicious. Is that one? No, that's a dungeon. Looks the same. The ally gives you salty trash every time you complete a dungeon. Oh, okay. Yeah, they really like doing that with these events, I've noticed, where get the ally to make the rest of it faster. So I guess getting the ally would be the main thing to go for. Means I would sacrifice quite a bit of damage if I equip that, but whatever. We'll see. Hello, stupid. Ooh, yeah, I see what you mean about a cupcake price. Oh my God. That's a lot of flux. A lot of flux. That dungeon? Yeah, it is. Looks like someone's been through here looking for them. But my Glim should be fine. Hopefully, depending on the price. And then I can just get that ally and then forget about it. Why do I feel like I'm not going at 150? This is weird. Grind this event for 5 to 6 hours. After I got the ally that boosted drop from the trash. For some reason, it did not give me the buff. Didn't know how much the boost was supposed to be. Interesting. 5,000 Glim for 3. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I don't think that this is worth it, man. Like, even for the mastery, like, who cares? Plus, I'm wasting precious time wandering around like an idiot doing this. And I can't find it. Oh, there's one. If this is in Glim, I'm out. I got 3.5k trash by getting 1 to 4. Oh, per dungeon? No, it's not even Glim. Yeah, I don't care. All right. Back to the fire world, guys. I keep forgetting I have this Eternal Night mod on as well. I have the first ally. Yeah, like from the previous event. I just wondered if it was the new one that I needed. But yeah, let me see, Spade. Yeah. Okay. During green gem. Okay. Man, I lose quite a bit of light and stats and stuff. We'll see. We'll see how we're doing. Dungeon-wise. If I can sacrifice it. Okay. Cool. Hey, Yara. Hey, Sprinkle. Oh my God, notifications finally seem to have gone out to everybody. It only took an hour, thanks YouTube. All right, am I still strong? Oh yeah, we're fine. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I'll just slowly chip away at this. I mean, tomorrow I'm gonna be busy with Yote, but I'll probably end up squeezing an Trove stream. We shall see. The new one lets you get trash from any dungeon. Oh, what was this one doing? Was it not giving me from every dungeon? Earn from destroying impenetrable garbage piles. Oh, okay, never mind then. Oh. Ripperoonie. Guess I'm not getting any of those stupid new items. Cause I'm not grinding the garbage, dude. Like, I'm not wasting my time. There's so many other things I could be doing that are more productive. Like, no thanks. Wait, what? Flowbert goes from getting 4 trash to 40 to 100 trash? So it's only like 30 minutes to get all the new stuff? Oh my god, really? Okay. I'm still in the fire world though. But yeah, maybe we'll check that out later when I need a break from hurting my eyes. Cool. Maybe we'll get to 100, 200 boxes and then go for it. We'll see. Yeah, I'll try to make sure that I end up actually getting the buff NDT. What about the gardening, Spade? I should have all the like gardening stuff from back in the day, but my eyes, I can't see, guys. Oh, I need a cornerstone. Oops. Oh. I have the legacy mount. I didn't get the legacy ally though. Hey Naxi. Shadow's Eve event won't be next week either. Oh, did they mention that or something? I might be away during Shadow's Eve, actually, come to think of it. Oh. Have a bit of a problem. Grind my lesser gems to max, but the problem is my imp gems are 2 stars. So should I work on my physical damage gems while I wait on getting imp gems since they are time gated? Sure. I mean, it sounds like you've already come to the conclusion, man. I mean, you could farm with those crap gems, but like just so that you could get all of the other gem stuff ready, but I don't know, it's up to you. Hey, Ray. What the? Wow. I don't know if I've seen this dungeon just out and about. So awkward. Like a disgruntled employee, it stands out like a sore thumb. Unless you work for Microsoft, in which case you don't work for Microsoft. You're fired already. I asked the dev about Shadow's Eve and they just said not next week. Ah. Yeah, I don't think it usually is next week, is it? Like, usually it's the 3rd week of the month. If I'm not mistaken. I did get a whole bunch of messages from my content creator guy, but I haven't checked them yet. So maybe he's telling me a bunch of secrets. That or he just finally got back to me about a bunch of other things I was asking him, but is there a benefit or advantage to playing on console over PC? No. Less competition. Less chance of carpal tunnel. I don't know, man. Advantage, like what? No, on PC we got mods. So that's kind of the main thing. And you can still use a controller on PC as well, as far as I know. Was able to upgrade my Berserk Battler gem to Mystic. Nice. Now I have to get some Chaos Sparks to get every boost into Light. Then I can finally swap out my Vampirium. Let's get it. Sick. Yeah, I did something similar. But instead of upgrading my gems to Mystic, I upgraded Windows 10 to Windows 11. Which I'm very, you know what I will say? I am very surprised like how easy it was. I'm glad I waited and didn't try to get Windows 11 early. Heck, I would just stay on 10 if I could, honestly, but... Did you hear the new Windows updates bricking SSDs? Nope, I have not. So far, I'm good, so... That bot? I feel like that was a bot. I might be crazy. So far... Wait, what? Oh, like, am I happy about Windows 11? I mean, it was just kind of out of necessity, right? I'm happy that I was able to upgrade, because at first, of course, typical Windows, it was lying saying I couldn't. Changed a bunch of stuff, went into the BIOS, changed all that crap, and it still said like, oh, your CPU isn't supported. And it was like, what? I'm not buying a new CPU just for Windows 11. And then suddenly the other day, it's like, hey bro, do you want to upgrade? Okay, I thought I couldn't, but sure. But yeah, I mean, it took a little bit to kind of fine tune it, get it looking more like Windows 10. I don't have enough experience with actually using it yet, but I do like how they finally cleaned up some of the UI stuff. It's taking a while to get used to the edges of Windows being rounded instead of sharp, but I guess whatever. I'm not a $1 trillion company, so I can't say whether or not that was something that they needed to actually spend time working on. Any games you recommend from the Steam sale? Is there a Steam sale on yet? I didn't know it was already live. I will take a peek in a moment. Also, hey, Gavin. Give me Metroid 4 now, please. I'm all prepped and ready. Actually, that's right. I think it's been a couple days, Gavin, so I don't know if you saw in the VODs and stuff, but Gavin's like the only other person that cares about Metroid besides me. I may have gotten a 4K monitor just so I can play Metroid in 4K. Not for my PC. I don't care about playing games in 4K on my PC. You did the same? Nice. Because I don't know if you saw the treehouse footage when they first showed it. It looks freaking good in 4K, dude. Like, yeah, may have. No, I did. I didn't technically need a 4K monitor for what my purposes are. You got a curved monitor too? Let's go. Welcome, brother. Don't worry. Soon, you will never be able to go back. So this was like a week or two ago. I bought a 4K monitor for pretty dang cheap, and it was a flat screen monitor, but I've been using a curved monitor for years, and I can't go back. With that flat screen monitor, I had to return it. I couldn't get used to it. It made like things in the corner of my screen looked like they were so far away. And on top of that, like, I'm so used to having this curved screen that it literally looked to me like this monitor was curved in the other direction. But unfortunately, it seems like I just missed some big sale. Like they must have had a blowout sale to get rid of their stock from last year or something. So I couldn't find one for like super cheap. But I did end up going to a local store that I knew was not going to be very popular. And yeah, I found one for significantly more than I wanted to spend. But I'm happy with it. It's a curved 4K, so. Anyway. Curved monitor gang, let's go. Oh, a flea market. Yeah, that would have been a good idea. But I like new things. I loved Samsung, but apparently they are trash now and make their monitors like really low quality parts. So I've seen a lot of reviews where people like put it down and like the corner snaps off and stuff. Screen would be fine, but just like the stuff holding it, like no thanks. Yeah, one sec. Hi, Soul. I see the comments. It's just, give me a minute. We're nerding out. But yeah, I'll never leave a curved monitor ever. But the funny thing is, like in my current situation, like my first curved monitor was a Samsung one and I loved it. The only problem is that with regards right now, like I don't know where the heck I have a 2-arm like thing on my desk for my monitors. So I would just put the default monitor stand in storage and I can't find it. So that is going to kind of suck because it means that it's going to be a lot harder to sell my old monitor. But anyway, I am literally still using this 4K monitor and 2K resolution on my PC. I will say, because it's a 4K monitor, it still looks way sharper. Like I notice it. It's a lot more vibrant. Pictures like a lot cleaner, but again, I just wanted to be able to game, like do console gaming in 4K. I wanted to do Metroid 4K, and then it was like, oh wait, I could do it with PS5 as well. But that required a headache of other issues I had to resolve, which I just did today in time. Yeah, 4K resolution on PC. Okay, let me answer some of these other questions before I get into that, because that's going to be a rant and a half. Do a video showing us how to grind perm torches from delves or leviathans. It's literally just that though. I mean, I can, but you essentially are just going to grind either leviathans, or there's certain delve portals that have the leviathans in them. The main one you're looking for is Ephira, the U10 or D13 Leviathan, because that's the one that can drop like the best permatorch. But yeah, there's not really more to it than that, honestly. But anyways, going back to the 4K stuff, if I'm being perfectly honest, dude, 4K sucks on PC. I got a 4K monitor back when 4K just became a thing, right? And almost immediately it was like I noticed like the icons. Sorry, I'm getting confused here. The icons were all really tiny, and that was before like you had options to make them bigger. But the icons were all really tiny. The screen was washed out. It looked terrible. And so I shelved it, didn't go 4K. And now here I am, and I tried 4K, and it's like, why am I dealing with the same issues? Like, why has 4K not gotten better? The solution is literally just going into your desktop settings and cranking the size of everything to 150%. It's like, can't you just auto detect it at this point? You know? But on top of it, nothing's optimized for 4K. That's why, like, even consoles, you know, they have the buzzword 4K. It's upscaled 4K. It's not actually 4K. 4K resolution destroys PCs, bro. let alone like the little baby Xbox PlayStation. So anyways, the main issue that I was running into was if I go to 4K resolution, say goodbye to my hard drive space, because now these video files that I record are going to be like 10 gigs each. I mean, they are like gigs worth, but they'd probably be like 100 gigs each. But anyway, yeah. It's just not, it's not good. What's the point of 8K? TV. That's the main thing. No, Jonathan, so to clarify, like, I play on PC, that's my main platform, like, always. Except back when the Xbox 360 and stuff was out, I was a console gamer. Halo, competitive, because I was a freak. But PC is where I grew up on games, honestly. Like Empire Earth, Battlefield 1942, Alien vs. Predator, the old one, not the new one. Like, oh man. Morrowind. Oh. Granted, I played Morrowind on console, on the original Xbox. But, God, I want a remaster of Morrowind. Screw Oblivion. Anyways. As far as just which consoles I own, if you're curious, like, I got a PS5 and a Switch 2. I'm more so of a Nintendo fan, but I needed to have the PS5 for a lot of exclusive games, which are slowly starting to come to PC now. So if I'm being honest, I'm not getting a PS6 when they inevitably drop that. But yeah, as far as like the 4K stuff, like basically I got a 4K monitor. I'm playing everything on my computer in 2K, the exact same as I was previously. But now for my PS5 and my Switch 2, I can run that in 4K. And don't even get me started on HDR. Oh, HDR. Oh, garbage. Absolute garbage feature. Oh my God. I am shocked that HDR is like advertised as a thing on like TVs and stuff. It looks like crap. You gotta dial it in like crazy with third-party programs, by the way. Like, oh my God. No, I don't use HDR. I turned it all off. Because at first I was like, oh, HDR, it's, you know, it's supposed to be the new thing. And I finally dialed it in and I got it all looking good. And then it was like, why do I care? And then I just turned it off because it was easier and better. Because otherwise HDR just messes too many things up if you have a... I think most of all, it's not set up for multi-monitors yet. Anyway, sorry, Woo. I don't know when you messaged this, but saying, is Bard good for D15? I mean, try it. Sure, you should be fine. The problem, like, here's the thing. You can main pretty much every class that you want right now. The main issue you're gonna run into is because certain classes just don't scale as well, you might have to get like a lot of extra stats on your Bard to make it viable versus another class that might just like work right out of the gate. Like technically I could just use my Shadow Hunter right now because I've got enough excess of damage, at least in D15, but then I gotta constantly swap off of it if I want to go back into the Delves. So that's why I'm just experimenting with other classes. Okay, yeah. Let me take a quick peek at the Steam sale that's going on, just because a couple of you guys were asking about different games. I'm probably not going to see any of the games that were recommended to me. There are... oh, there's some indie games that I'm so pumped for, dude. Not related to this. Actually, wait, I can just do this, right? Also, yeah, I saw Gavin. You said you ended up having to start a fresh account, which that kind of sucks. But, yeah. I've heard this one's really good. For me personally, if you want a great survival game, Valheim. This game being on sale already means it's probably not that good. This game is crazy good. There's actually a multiplayer mod for Hogwarts Legacy as well. So I'd recommend it. No. Tsushima's good. That's a pretty good deal. That means it's still selling well. I freaking love Assassin's Creed Shadows. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. If you just love generic open world slop games, oh my god, this is one of the best. It's so good. These are just like the top recommended ones too. Red Dead 2, God tier. Doom Dark Ages, pass. Get Doom Eternal instead. Ragnarok, pass. Get the other one instead. Peak, I hear, is really good. I don't care about it. Forza will be cheap because there's the new Forza coming, which is going to be in Japan. The thing is, I can't see which games I own that are on sale, you know? World of Assassin is an insane deal right here, because what they did with Hitman is, with World of Assassin, it basically was a rebranding, and you're getting Hitman's 1, 2, and 3 for $8. Keep in mind this is Canadian as well. And those games are really good. I've heard Alters is good. Last of Us is a one and done, so get it by other means. I always hear about Outer Wilds. It's one game that's on my list, like my bucket list. Ultra Kill, I hear, is fantastic, and this is probably the deepest sale I've seen. Dead Space being $15 is that's palpable. If I had the extra time, because I played the Dead Space remake with the EA Play, so I got to play it for like $20. But that was such a good game, dude. There's not many games where I beat them in one sitting. And with the Dead Space remake, I did like a 10-hour stream and just beat it all at once. Risk of Rain 2, that's a great game, especially with friends. Probably one of the best roguelikes out there. Metro Exodus, I tried, I didn't like it. Versus the other Metro games. This one's popping off, the Clover Pit. Same with Mega Bonk, but I tried Mega Bonk and I didn't like it. I found it to be far inferior to Soulstone Survivor. I don't know if I like this new shop. It's very weird. Are you a fan of Resident Evil? Bro, I've played all of the Resident Evils. I love them all. If there's one that I would recommend, my absolute favorite is the Resident Evil 2 remake. Resident Evil 3 remake is more of the same. Resident Evil 3 was not a good game, so remaking it, it's not very good. Resident Evil 4 remake, everybody loves but me, because I liked the original. I feel like Resident Evil 4 remake kind of skewed it a bit in a direction that I wasn't super happy with. This is actually a really fun game. If you just want to turn your brain off, it's hilarious, dude. You go and shotgun a dude in the face. It goes to a slow-mo cam where it shows you blowing out his guts. It's so cathartic and so funny. Because it'll just be like dead silent because you're sneaking, right? And then suddenly... Hades 2 is good, but that's not on sale. I've heard it's good, I should say. I watched a friend play it. I don't care about it myself. Dying Light the Beast sucks. Don't get that. That's an indie. Oh! If you like Sekiro and like 2D Souls-like games, this one's pretty good. Spider-Man games, just wait for the Wolverine game. It looks way better. Oh, Jump Space came out? Oh, snap. Yeah, looking at these sales, Expedition must still be selling incredibly well. Stardew Valley, I didn't like it, but it's a good game. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I want to see is Mandragora's on sale. I loved this game. It's a 2D Souls-like and probably one of the best ones. It takes a while to get going, though. But I love the art style of it. It's very beautiful. And again, it takes a while before it gets going. But eventually you get a double jump, gliding, and all these other things. What would be something else? I'm trying to think. let me see my own library of games. Is Helldivers on sale? Because that one's god tier. Yeah, Helldivers is on sale for like 20% off. That's a steal. keep in mind, it takes a little bit, like if you never played Helldivers before, it takes a bit for it to grow on you. But once you start making, understanding how the mechanics and everything work, I regret everything I said negative about that game. Actually, I'm glad I got into it late. Did you try the new Skate game? Yes. It is hilarious. The physics are so good. The fact that you can just do your roly-poly all the time is just, oh man. I will make a Skate video at some point, but it's going to take a bit. For single-player games, I don't know if these are on sale, but I'm just going to list some of my favorites. Gloomwood, if you like a stealth game, that one's great. No Rest for the Wicked is supposed to have co-op soon. Hopefully. Cultic finally added Chapter 2. Prey is another fantastic single-player game that I actually covered on the channel years ago. I've been meaning to get back into it. I'm assuming Deep Rock Galactic's on sale, but you guys probably already own that one. Oh, Hammerwatch 2. You can get that for like $1, and that game's really good. Yeah, I think that's kind of it for like the main stuff that I'd say off the top of my head. Because otherwise, if I'm being perfectly honest, I've got well over 1,000 games on Steam, so I can't, And not only that, I play so many games, I can't really keep up with it all. Darksiders series is on sale. Wayfinder as well. I would wait for Darksiders 4 personally, because it's gonna be adding co-op finally. Wayfinder's good. Don't hurt me, but what is Morrowind? Oh no, you don't worry. Only old people like me know about Morrowind. So basically it's Skyrim, but way more nerdy. So like way more weapons, way less hand holding. It is an Elder Scrolls game, but it was, bro, I played that game for years with my buddies, and we were playing on console, so eventually we started running out of hard drive space, so we would do there was a trick you could do called corpse dumping, where you would kill a creature, leave a bunch of items that you don't need so that the memory wouldn't be saved to your file, and then you could wait 3 days, the corpse would despawn with all the loot, and it would literally save you file space. But I loved going into Morrowind. Was the first game that me, my brother, and my cousin, all three of us played it. We all took turns, and we all purposefully decided this was going to be the game where we would not use the internet. And instead, like, it was just word of mouth between us. If one of us ended up playing for an hour, then the next person got to play for an hour, which means the next person got to play for an hour. It was all like this really fair, like, coming together, all just chilling and stuff. And it just, yeah. In comparison, Elder Scrolls Oblivion was weak. It was a step down from what Morrowind had. Skyrim, I feel, mechanically topped it, just because it was like a far better, like, competent video game. But nothing really captures the weirdness of Morrowind. You're literally on an alien world. Like, it's so weird, and I loved it. You should try Mega Bonk. I did. I didn't like it. I know it's popping off. I know most people will be into it. My recommendation for a Vampire Survive game, Soulstone Survivor. That one has not been topped yet for me. The main appeal for me with Soulstone Survivor is you don't just take damage by touching enemies. They have to actively do an attack, but you also have a dodge roll that gives you iframes. Doesn't mean it's not difficult, but it also is a game that immediately is like feeling very rewarding as you're unlocking characters, weapons, perks, and all this stuff. What I didn't like about Mega Bonk immediately was that I would find a collectible, and then I would unlock the ability to purchase that item by grinding silver, by doing runs. And I was just like, oh, so you're double dipping. You're making me waste double the amount of time. No, thank you. I'm sure it gets good, but I've played enough of those games to know it's going to be the exact same formula. And I'm not dogging on the game at all. I'm glad that it's been popping off. Anyways, yeah, if you can ever, if you're on PC, I would recommend Morrowind. But you're probably just gonna look at it and think it's like disgusting and old. But it's got a lot to it. Like, I still remember one of my favorite stories in that game, because it's one of those older games where rather than RNG, like random generated content, it was all like man-made. So you would find like some of the rarest items in the game literally just hidden in a cave behind a rock. Or there would be like this bandit dude that I found that had like a Daedric greatsword. And I didn't know at the time, because again, we weren't using the internet for the game, that there's only like maybe one, if not two of those weapons in the game. And I just thought, oh, that sword looks so cool. So I killed him, but it angered his entire camp. So it was like, oh. It was very difficult. It took me like a day to do it. And eventually I had to like hide on a table and save scum over and over, because otherwise they would one-shot me with that sword. But anyway. Any advice is an emblem placeholder to get Pioneer's emblem? What's Pioneer's emblem? What? The only emblems that you need in this game is Martial if you're Shadow Hunter, and then otherwise you could use Trailblazing. You could use Sure Strike if you're not at 100% crit. I think those are kind of the only mandatory ones that you would go for, honestly, but thinking of maining Trickster. Yeah, I've heard people say that they like Trickster. The teleporting ends up being really speedy. Oh, okay, yeah, I see. Pioneer is not English title for the emblem. All right. Basically, okay. So this one's Martial, gives you a boost of physical damage. Unyielding can be good just because defense. Trailblazing's the big one for Shadowhunter because it gives you a movement speed boost. For damage, you'd probably want Chromatic because then you can chug a potion to reduce your cooldown so you can spam your ult. And then Sure Strike is the one that gives you extra crit when you're not strong enough. Oh, I had that game-breaking bug where my... Oh, it fixed. I'm honestly shocked. My character was stuck facing forward. That bug. Played Helldivers 2 on launch. Kind of hated it. Uninstalled it. But a work friend got me to play it again last week, and it's been the most fun game. Yup. Exactly. Exactly, dude. It's popular for a reason, is my mentality towards games now. And I have been trying, like, with Helldivers, I forced myself to play it. And then eventually it clicks, and it is genuinely one of the best games ever made. And then I bought it for my friend, and he's like, I don't know about this, man. And I was like, no, you have to stick with it. Just keep playing, and then eventually, yup. It's so weird that that game works like that. I mean, to be fair, in your defense, played it at launch. Apparently it was way more broken back then. I also played it at launch and I refunded it. But I think once you unlock the tools, you know, like once you unlock all the weapons and stuff, I still think that the grind in that game is not done well. Because think, for those that haven't played Helldivers, think Trove Dragon coins, but for like actual like useful gear. Because they have credits, which you can grind, and that is the currency in order to buy the battle passes, which do not disappear, so there's no FOMO. But inside those battle passes, there's weapons, gear, stratagems, which is basically like power-ups and stuff like that. And those cost medals. And medals are gotten in missions, you can get like a couple of them, But otherwise, you mostly get them for completing multiple missions in a row on higher difficulties. But it's so egregious. Like, it's really bad. Because they keep adding battle passes to the game. Like dragon coins, they keep adding dragons. But they don't end up increasing the amount of medals that you get. So it's literally Trove dragon coins. Like, it's so unbalanced and I hate it. Clearly it's working for them, otherwise they would change it, but anyway. Tried Soulstone Survivor demo yesterday. Very impressed, very fun. Yes. Hi, Josh. I would highly recommend it. If you want to play like a Vampire Survive game, Soulstone Survivor is one of the best. Which is crazy because I'd never heard of it. It looks like a generic crappy Unity game. And then you play it and it's like, oh, it's immediately gratifying and there's basically an infinite game loop. There's always something to unlock. There's so many characters. There's just so much content packed into it. And there's a lot of actually like good different builds and stuff instead of just, oh, this one's the only one that works kind of thing. But then my buddy got into it and played it for like 100 hours or something, you know, good mindless game to shut your brain off to. And then another buddy of mine ended up getting it as well. And it spoiled me. Like, that's why when I was playing Mega Bonk, I was just like, this is cool and all, but I like Soulstone better. Anyway. Wasp Launcher is the best. Yeah, the Wasp Launcher is really good in Helldivers. What the? Oh. I recently got the teleport pack in Helldivers. I don't know how I lived without it. It is so fun. Because you can just play so aggressive. Otherwise, my go-to in Helldivers was fire for a while, and then eventually I discovered gas. Is Solarian better than Shadowhunter at the moment? Yes. In certain regards. Like, again, I'm traveling from dungeon to dungeon a lot slower on my Solarian right now than I would on Shadowhunter. Shadowhunter would be faster. But the main point is I am destroying dungeons way faster than my Shadowhunter would. So in that regard, I'll say this to clarify. Shadowhunter is only not good. He's still good. When it comes to end game, D15, delves. That's literally the only reason why I'm off of him. If you're grinding anything up to that, you can still use Shadowhunter just fine. You can use any class, let's be real. Hey, Woba. Seeing a lot of Candy Bar players these days. Because Candy Bar's a lot of fun. And he's also really fast and very powerful. I was using him for a while there as well. And then his Crystal Ring effect ran out. And I thought I would take the opportunity to try Solarian with his Crystal Ring. I don't know which one I like better. Like, Barb, it's a lot easier to shut your brain off. I think the reason that... oh, God. Is this a giant dungeon? Yeah, it is. I think the reason Solarian's clicking with me more is probably just because he's so similar to Shadowhunter. He's still not my favorite class, but I'll admit, like, when Solarian first came out, I was not really into him, even though I was playing him just to grind him and whatever, and then I ultimately swapped back to Shadowhunter. Excuse you. But now, with how strong he is in this area, I don't know. I think I might enjoy him at least more than Boomer. But I will let you know once my Crystal Ring runs out, if I go on him again or swap to a different class. Oh my god. Can we please buff bombs again? Yeah, a couple other games that I might recommend that are probably on sale for like $1 would be Like if you guys are into the retro, like older games, I really enjoyed playing through the Thief games. I still gotta play through Thief 2 though. And then even though they're doing the Deus Ex remaster or whatever, which honestly kind of looks like crap, I'm probably gonna have to play through the original at some point before I touch the remaster, if I do. Because you guys remember that the Battlefront remaster that flopped hard? That's the studio that's doing the Deus Ex remaster, so probably gonna suck. Yep, they buffed some blocks in dungeons. I don't know why. I hate it. I mean, Shadowhunter Solarian as a new player, it's up to you. I mean, as a new player, Solarian is way more expensive, so I wouldn't recommend it. Shadowhunter is just all around like a lot better and easier to get into. The main thing that's gonna kind of suck at first is when you're using him at his base level, and then eventually you get his class gem, which just turns his basic attack into a machine gun. That's when he really starts being fun. And don't forget that you can shoot through walls. Before you get the class gem, you can actually shoot through enemies. And then when you get the class gem, it stops doing that. But you can still shoot through walls. So that's why he becomes like really, really good for a speed farmer. Because when you dodge roll with him, he gets a movement speed buff. Stop it. But yeah, Shadowhunter is still one of my favorite classes. I just swapped off him as an excuse to try. Try new stuff. My Neon Ninja needs buffs. No, you just need to get him stronger. Neon Ninja is very powerful right now. Don't underestimate his ultimate ability, my man. So many people are not used to using the ninja's ult because it was garbage for so many years, but it's not anymore. It's a lot of damage. Like, you can actually use Neon Ninja for endgame stuff, and he's just fine. He's got the damage. Thank you. Also, Magic, if you're still lurking, because you mentioned Darksiders, did you play Darksiders 3? Because I love Darksiders 1. Darksiders 2 was too much tacked on RPG stuff for me. And 3 I just passed on. But it looked like it was like Devil May Cry or something. Which is weird that I passed on it, because I like DMC a lot, but anyway. Yeah, it's fine. Lurking, I know. I'm lurking too. Did play Darksiders 3 earlier this month. What'd you think of it? Like, on its own or compared to the others? I heard it was okay. It just wasn't very popular because it took too long to come out, I think. I'm cautiously optimistic about Darksiders 4 finally having all 4 of the Horsemen and actually being a co-op game. Co-op makes everything better. I'm down for that. Hi, Skelly boy. Seems like a big chunk of my damage is the Phoenix, actually. Seems like the effect The ally can wipe when you change worlds. Oh, so you gotta like re-equip the ally? Okay. Yeah. If I even bother doing that tonight, we'll see. I'm not too keen on grinding stuff just for the sake of mastery if it means I'm not gonna have fun. Darksiders 3 is quite different from the other two. More like Dark Souls. Oh, you gotta worry about dodging more than death. Oh, okay. Interesting. If you die, you have to go all the way back to your death spot. Oh. Oh. That is questionable. For that type of a game? Yeah. Yeah, the main issue with Silksong is they don't have Stakes of Marika, which is, you know, they did it in Elden Ring, and basically the FromSoft is the only company that seems to realize that as far as the run back, that's not gameplay, that's just adding bloat. So these other Souls-like games gotta get with the times and get rid of it. That's the most egregious thing in Silksong, amongst some other very questionable design choices. But guess what I did? I'm just modding Silksong on PC because, oh my god, people actually added like all the things that fixed this stupid game. Including some freak figured out how to make co-op in Silksong. Like, what? I don't know how that would even work or why you would want it, but that's still so friggin' cool. A single player game, like, how did they even find the code to base it on? Unless it's something that they did for Hollow Knight 1 already. But yeah, Silksong is one of those games that I gotta slowly chip away at myself, and then eventually I can make my review. Oh, it's not a 10 out of 10. Pretty good, but yeah, not all the Stakes of Marika are that great. The one back to Malekith, I know. That one's annoying, but it's still the most generous we've ever seen from FromSoft, and, you know, in most cases, they were at least there. Point being is there's a lot of Souls-like games out there that are still stuck in copying Dark Souls 1, where you die and basically have to run through the entire dungeon again, because it used to be bad, dude. So for me, I count my lucky stars that we even have. We even have Stakes of Marika. But no, I know some of them were not the best. Still, you can just run past the tree sentinel guy and stuff, so it was fine. I don't think I'll ever go back to Elden Ring, but man, what a game. Actually, if Elden Ring's on sale, get that. That is the best Souls-like, but keep in mind, it will spoil you. You will not want to be able to play any others. Really like the way they did consumables in the third game. Played it fully, then did New Game Plus because I missed quite a bit of content, apparently. Oh, okay, well, there you go. If it managed to capture you enough to go through New Game Plus, then worth. The only thing for me nowadays is I'm not against going through New Game Plus, but it's got to be a game that really hooks me. I always feel like, I don't know, I'm weird where it's like, take the Dead Space remake, for example. It had a lot of stuff when you go through New Game Plus, where you can get like an alternate ending and stuff like that. But for me, it was like, I already beat it. Now I'm just playing it. Which is a mentality I'm slowly trying to shake, but I think it's the double-edged sword of playing video games as a job. Where it's like, okay, move on. Now I'm just wasting time. Where are you? I see you. Okay, you played it on Steam Deck. Nice. Yeah, that would probably help. That's why I bought Silksong on the Switch, because I thought, oh, it's portable, I can, you know. And for the most part, I was able to chip away at it. I ended up getting to one of the bosses in Act 1, and it was just like, one of the attacks wasn't televised enough for me. Or rather, just because of the way my brain works, I couldn't tell, like I couldn't differentiate the attack from the background because it was just so visually noisy. And I was just like, yeah, I don't really want to spend like an hour or two fighting this boss just so that I can get a lucky run and win. And I stopped playing it. And then I, you know, installed mods and kind of tailored the game to my liking on PC, and I'm slowly chipping away at it, but I had to start from zero again, so. Would you recommend playing Elden Ring even if you never played a Souls game? Yes. Keep in mind, the game is tough but fair. There is going to be some parts where you'll be like frustrated, but the thing about Elden Ring and why it spoils so many other Souls games is because in the average Soul game, like let's criticize Silksong, for example. Usually there's only one way forward, you know, even in the old Dark Souls, they have that. And so when you come to a boss that is just way too strong for you, you're basically stuck at that boss until you can either go and grind levels or, you know, essentially find some type of weapon or a build that just makes you like strong enough to be able to conquer it. Now, while Elden Ring does have like main dungeons, main bosses and stuff like that, it's an open world game. So if you end up going to a stupid boss that ends up destroying you, guess what? You have like 500 other dungeons that you can go into, and all of them give you something, whether it be a weapon, a spell, or, you know, something that basically adds to your toolkit. Now, I'm one of those freaks who used almost every weapon in the game, testing everything and trying everything out until I found something that worked for me. And as much as I'm not the biggest fan of most invaders, it's good fighting them because it teaches you things that you might not otherwise realize. Like, oh, this weapon that you get from the top of the volcano is actually a good one? What? I never even thought to use it because I thought of how ugly it was. But yeah, I would highly recommend it. Elden Ring is the game. Here's another example. My cousin, he never played a Souls-like. He played Elden Ring and he loved it so much that he has now played more Souls games than me. Because he went through Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. Went through Bloodborne. But unfortunately, it's one of those games where FromSoft is the only company that does it best. Like, I hear a lot of praise about Lies of P and stuff like that, but they don't hit as hard. They really, you know, they're I'm not gonna say copiers, or imitators. But anyway, long story short, Elden Ring is one of my favorite games. I did play it on PC, but yes, I used controller. You can use mouse and keyboard though. It's fine. My buddy's got like 300 hours in it and he played mouse and keyboard. So it's just whatever's more comfortable to you. I was just used to controller because that's how I played all the other Souls games. On one hand, I would say go into it blind if you can, rather than looking stuff up on a wiki. There are going to be certain quest lines that you will not be able to complete without a wiki, but they're not like, oh, I have to complete them. You might miss like a weapon or something, but it's not that big a deal. I don't know, just for me, the sense of discovery is just like so good. Because they ended up doing like the whole Breath of the Wild thing where it's like there's something everywhere. Code Vein, yep. I did not like Code Vein. I'm happy that they're making Code Vein 2 for the anime nerds, but I did not like that game. It was okay. But it's just anime Dark Souls. Which, hey, if you enjoyed it, you know, my opinion is just my own. It's just subjective. And even, you know, even in regards to Elden Ring, it's one of my favorite games. I'm very biased towards it. But as far as if you're looking for an entry point, I think Elden Ring is actually one of the best ones. Because it can be very difficult sometimes, but a lot of things, a lot of the parts that people don't seem to realize with that game is you need to know, like, one of the big reasons that I would be an advocate of playing the game blind is because you need to be able to experience a lot of the different weapons and mechanics in the game so that you basically are building up your own, like, toolbox. So you understand a lot more about what weapon you can use for what scenario and stuff because you've actually used it. Because I remember when the Elden Ring DLC came out and everyone's complaining about how tough it is. And then here I am and it's like, oh, I know how to deal with this. And I got through the DLC no problem. And then, oh, lo and behold, you want to know what everybody did? Copied my build. Not because of me, obviously, I'm not that popular of a channel, but it was just funny to me how everyone's like, oh yeah, shields, that's the trick to make the DLC easy. And it's like, no, they just want to emphasize blocking more. You guys aren't blocking, that's your problem, is it? Anyway. Let me see what Elden Ring costs on Steam right now. Because they probably have a pretty good deal. It might not be cheaper than what you're seeing. Oh, they don't have a sale on. Never mind. Well then. Let me use my special Steam extension to see if it's got a deal. Nope. I think you found a really cheap one, actually. Just make sure it's not a scam key and works for like what you need, but Anime Dark Souls, I quite enjoyed it, but it also took me a lot of time for completing it since ADHD makes me lose interest in single player games really fast. Wasn't Code Vein multiplayer though? Because I remember playing the demo with a buddy of mine. Unless you're just saying you playing it solo, in which case, yeah. If you play Elden Ring, take notes of who you talk to. Nah, don't worry about any of those quests, man. Deal with those when you get to New Game Plus. Don't worry about it. The quest lines are still very convoluted, but nowadays, at the very least, it puts quest markers on the map sometimes. Sometimes. Hey, Sprinkle. Yeah, sorry. What were you saying? What's the best night gem to use instead of the class gem? Oh, so apparently, Sprinkles. I don't know what would do this, but apparently one of the crystal ring effects makes it so that when you use your #1 ability, you get a movement speed boost. So it's actually good to have your class gem just for that. I'll double check in a second. Because otherwise, yeah, the only other one that I might recommend would be Cubic, just because of the defense. But let me see. See, hidden ring effects. Oh, interesting. So you don't need to have your class gem for that. It's actually just makes it so that your charge attack gives you a movement speed buff. Like just in general. In which case, yeah, I would still... Right. I would still probably not recommend the class gem because exactly, like you can use it very effectively for movement speed, just in general, like beyond that effect. The ability is called like overcharge, I think. But no, I don't think it's better to use it with the class gem. I think it's most of all because you can spam the number one faster with the class gem. I don't know, man. But back when I used Knight, this was years ago, not like more recently. I found, yeah, without his class gem, you can just spam the one. As for your extra gem instead of the class gem, I don't know, man. I really can't say. Which, by the way, I think we might have enough gem boxes. Hopefully, we'll do a couple more dungeons down here. Time flies when you're having fun, but man, that was pretty quick. Now the worst part, spending like 10 mil flux to level the gems and loot collect them. I think my internet is dying. Ah, yes. Good. Like how yesterday my internet just randomly disconnected me, and then I looked over at my modem and it was like, oh yeah, it's going red for no reason. Thank you. Okay, well, we'll go into the club world and I gotta pee. Oh, what? Here, I'll hit you guys on YouTube with an ad that's probably not gonna play. Up every time I leave. Yeah, Roxy, give me your username. Okay, guys, you ready for fun? Boy, oh boy. There's a lot of different adventure boxes. We gotta do an unboxing video soon. I say that. How many? Here we go. Okay, here we go, boys. So time for fun. Gotta try not to do it too fast, otherwise I'll crash my game. So I have a mod, Auto Easy Happy UI, and I can basically tell it level up a gem to maximum. And because I turned all of my fire gem sparks into dust, it means that it can't go past level 25 because it requires gem sparks. I talked about all of it in the video that I posted today. Ah, misclick. Oh well, that was a waste. But yeah, we're basically doing this so that we can get way more gem dust back than what we just spent. Of course, it does cost a lot of flux. But at least we can get our stupid fire sparks out of the way. And then technically I should be able to max out my gems tonight, possibly. Possibly. Actually, I think I still gotta craft my 10th lives. Yep. Yeah, I probably won't be able to max them out, come to think of it, because I don't think I have enough 10th lives yet. Rip Windows 10, I can't even update to Windows 11. Did you do all the prerequisite crap? Because Windows kept telling me I couldn't upgrade either. And then one day, like, I got all the crap done that I had to do in the BIOS, and it still said you couldn't upgrade. And then I looked online and it said, oh, your CPU is not supported. And then like the day after, it was like, hey, you want to upgrade to Windows 11? I was very surprised how seamless it was, because I'm used to, maybe I used to do like clean install. I didn't bother this time. But I was very surprised how it only took like maybe like an hour or two. You basically just had to download the update and then it installed it. And it was like, oh, that was seamless. Cool. Oh, I crashed the game. Oops. My PC's over 10 years old. I mean, honestly, dude, you don't need to update to Windows 11. They keep saying like, woo, support's gonna be dropped, whoa. But guess what? It's gonna be a while before it gets to the point where like maybe the newest AAA games won't support Windows 10, but most games still will. Did I need to upgrade to 11? No. But I figured, well, let's rip the Band-Aid off now. And again, it was just surprisingly seamless. I haven't used it enough to be able to critique it. Oh my. I may be swimming in fire gem dust. Good. I never want to go there again. Actually, that wasn't that bad. The always nighttime mod makes a huge difference. Had to look around the BIOS to enable the TCP. Yep, me too. And it was really tough to track it down because all of the automatic AI generated like responses from Google were wrong. So eventually I had to track down like, okay, well, I have an Intel CPU, but I think my motherboard is Asus. And it was like, it's all under like different names and stuff. And it's doubly worse for me because my second monitor uses HDMI while my main monitor uses a DisplayPort. And as you know, you can't go into your BIOS with a DisplayPort monitor. So I had to use my second monitor, but my second monitor I have set up as a vertical monitor, which means I had to turn my head sideways like an idiot because obviously the BIOS isn't going to be vertical. But anyway, even after doing all that Windows update, still wouldn't let me update. Had to download a separate Windows 11 update assistant to get it. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's the thing. Like for me too, it said, "Oh, you can't update." Even after I changed that, and I was frustrated. But it was like, okay, whatever. I guess I don't get to update. And then literally the day after, it was like Windows itself was telling me, "Do you want to update?" And then I took a couple days to research it, see if it was going to be like a mistake. And more importantly, see if I could revert back to 10. And yes, I could. That was just a hard crash, not even a server restart thing. That's just okay. But yeah, we're on 11 now, so cool. Does it make a difference? No. The UI is cleaner for now. I'm curious to see where it goes though, like just because I haven't, like I said, I haven't gotten to mess with it too much yet. You can go into the BIOS with a DisplayPort monitor. Okay. Yes, but my main point is that my HDMI monitor, it gets a signal from it before the DisplayPort. So I guess I could have just unplugged it. So you're right. I shouldn't have said, "Oh, you can't," because that's not true. Well, it is worth upgrading all those gems too. I opened up a ticket for the enhanced gas quest and just got a mail that the devs completed it for me. Oh, really? Okay, interesting. Yeah, it's still, so apparently they, I talked with them about it a little bit, and apparently like it's a really big, basically this game is developed on spaghetti code at this point, where if they change one thing, it breaks another thing, which must be very frustrating because this game's so old, and it didn't have the proper groundwork when it was designed. But suffice to say that when it comes to that gas thing, they were basically just saying it only affects like players that are returning from years ago, because otherwise it was a thing. It was a very big issue to try and resolve. And I think it's something that's just on the back burner now because again, it only affects old players, so they're just like, whatever. They got other things to fix, like console players not even being able to upgrade gems without using weird loop workarounds. I don't know why they don't just remove that quest, honestly. You know what? I'll just move all my items like that. Oh, I keep forgetting to log in and grab this stupid key. I'm not used to that. Also, this other key too is a weekly. Gross. Sideways BIOS is a goofy term. Yeah, think how dumb I looked. Because that was me. Yep, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I got here. I'm doing this and using my mouse sideways. Console gems were fixed yesterday? Oh, thank God. Okay, sick. Nice. That's huge for you guys. Oh, my Lord. That is genuinely, that actually makes me really excited for you guys on console. Hell yeah. Hey, Oracle. Also, DeadX, I saw you like appear right there. Were you whining in the club or something? Before you redacted your message? Low-key, Dino Tamer is the most fun I've had with a class, and Shadow Hunter class gem got added. Then why aren't you maining Dino Tamer? Because, yes, Dino Tamer, very good. Alright, let me spend these 5 stupid things, because we might end up getting a little bit more gem boxes here. Cosmic gems, that's what I needed. Right. Let me double check. Never mind these dungeons. Go to Geode. Because if I'm not mistaken... Yeah, 222 is not... Whoa. Whoa, okay. Nice. 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 Yeah, I need cosmic gems, and I need them bad. Alright, here we go. Oh, okay, DeadX. The issue with the gas is the Vacuumatic is still broken in regards to sucking up crystals. The gas problem is me, obviously. Is that when you end up doing the quest line that wants you to upgrade the gas module, if you've already upgraded it prior to that quest being in the game, you cannot do that. And so the quest is just soft locked. Excuse me. How dare you? Yeah, 1 sec, Lotus. Thanks, Oracle. Why are these enemies not dying for me? They're supposed to be weaker. Can I just switch my Shadow Hunter gear to Solarian? Yep, and you'll literally just be the same. Takes all the same gear. So even if you end up maining Shadow Hunter, you can always just swap your stuff. This dungeon done? Where's the boss? It's not pointing to him. Huh? Oh. He escaped. That'll be Leon in his crib one day. Where'd he go? There he is. Crawling around over there. Ah! Stop. You're on good servers now. Stop rubber banding. Oh, right. They reset the tutorial quest lines a few times. Yeah, that's right. Because they were still ironing it all out or whatever. Oh, God. Where? There it is. Thank you. Either way, it's something that affects old players. They're aware of it. And thankfully, I guess if you send a ticket in, they just do that for you. Help! My frames. Oh, hello. Stop. Just give up, bro. I don't know if you're still here lurking, Gavin, but I still just think that's so funny that we both got a monitor upgrade for Metroid of all things. Like, it's not even a PC game. Oh, that's too good. Like, same wavelength, man. Now I know, though. I didn't know you were like, you're like an actual proper Metroid fan like me. So it's like, okay. I will break my wallet for this game. Like, God, I'm so excited for that game, dude. Yeah, same idea, executed different. And I mean, you weren't intending to get a curve monitor, but I'm glad you are getting one, because you'll see. Like, you can't go back. I really hope that the game like also goes big mode with like some other big surprises and stuff. I know as the game gets closer, they're gonna have probably a dedicated direct, which I'm probably gonna hard pass on. Cause bro, like I was already sold on the game, but seeing the open world, that really was like, oh, okay, good. I needed to see that little thing just to be like knowing, oh, they are doing it. and since they got I don't know if you played the Metroid remaster, which is still one of the most beautiful Switch 1 games ever that runs at full 60 frames, my god. And so it's like, oh, so their team actually knows how to optimize stuff as well. So Prime 4, no wonder it looks god tier. Yeah, I hope it gets DLC. People were complaining about that Donkey Kong DLC. Bro, I'm still playing it. I love that DLC. I hope this isn't the last Metroid. I'll be happy enough if, you know, we got Metroid Dread and we got Metroid Prime 4. I'm happy. I hope we get more, but apparently Metroid Prime 4 is going to be the most expensive game Nintendo's ever made at a whopping $100 million. So they're not going to make their money back. And the reason why it is so expensive isn't because of ambition or anything else. It's because you got to remember they were developing it with a different studio originally. And they scrapped all of that. So I hope it does well for them. I've seen a lot of people that haven't played Metroid that tried it out at like the, you know, the places where the Switch 2 was, like Gamescom and stuff. And after they play it, then they're like, okay, I'm buying this. So I really hope that game does well for Nintendo. Just as a Metroid fan, like I want it to succeed. Yeah, Roxy, there's a new Metroid Prime 4 is finally coming in December, which means it's gonna be too late for the Game Awards, but let's be real, the Game Awards is gonna be sellout commercial garbage. I'm gonna be gone for the Game Awards. I'm gonna be in Japan. But when I get back, if enough of my buddies are like, oh, it was such a good show, then I can watch through it and do a reaction. But if they say it sucks, then I'll just pass. But man, it has been, like, even beyond my hype for Metroid, what a year, dude. I feel like there was games for everybody. It feels like this was the first year where all of that COVID development time finally like caught up. You know, because so many games like, you know, COVID affected their development time and messed things up like crazy. And now like it finally feels like this year was just banger after banger after banger. Like, and throughout the whole year too. And then next year, bro, next year we don't even need any games. There's still games I'm excited for, but GTA 6. Like, what timeline are we in? So you can pre-order Metroid, yeah, finally. Nintendo, if you buy it digital, they only charge you a week before the game releases. But you could pre-order physical, which I would love to do just to collect and have, but I can't. I can't do that anymore. I already ended up selling my like physical copy of Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know why I did, but it was just like, why do I have this kind of thing? And then unfortunately we sold it for way too cheap because the wife mostly did the selling stuff. And then it was like, I explained to her after, like we sold it for like $60. And I told her after, it's like, no, people want this because then they can just buy the game for $60 and do the $20 Switch 2 upgrade. And she's like, oh, we could have charged more. And it was like kind of a bummer, but whatever. Like, I like owning physical copies of things, but generally speaking, if it's a game that I love, I just buy digital because I know I'm never going to want to sell it. But then if it's a game that I know I'm going to one and done, like the reason I'm not playing Ghost of Yotei tonight, because it's already out for digital, is because I'm getting a physical copy. And they didn't have a midnight release at my store or anything. So tomorrow or later today, I'm going to go to the shop, get my copy, start playing the game, and streaming it. But I have a feeling that, like, even though I know I'm going to love that game, it's going to be a one and done. So I'm going to beat it and then I'm going to sell it. Because I figure long term, I can just, if it's that good and I love it that much, I can just buy it when it comes to PC. Because then at least I can play the multiplayer mode without having to spend for stupid PS Plus garbage. Oh, Roxy, another Metroid fan? Okay, let's go. Yes, and Metroid Prime 4 is on Switch 1 and Switch 2, which a lot of people seem to forget. Obviously, I'm getting the Switch 2 version. I don't care how much money they want. Anyway, sorry, I'm not trying to ignore the Twitch chat side of things. How can I get those wings? From the Kraken Delve portal. I'll have a video that'll talk about it soon-ish. But otherwise, yeah, it's just in the Kraken portal as an NPC. I want to switch to Nintendo as a company. It's just driving me a bit crazy, so I'm hesitant to purchase their stuff. They need to chill out with some of their policies, especially their terms of service. Gladly get one because I do really like Nintendo games. I'm curious, Oracle, because I'm a Nintendo fanboy, so, you know, I'm going to try and have an open mind here. I completely disagree, but, you know, we're all entitled to our own opinions. Could you, like... I mean, you don't have to, but could you elaborate? Just because I've had a lot of people that have a similar mentality towards Nintendo where they hate on it. But every time I try to get to the bottom of the why, they never have like a cohesive, proper answer. It's just corporation bad. And it's like, welcome to the world, you know, like. So I'm just genuinely curious. Just because I always hear a lot of hate towards Nintendo, but I never hear like a justified reason that like I can understand. And I mean, maybe I just won't because I'm a Nintendo fanboy, but like I know there's a lot of discourse still around the pricing of everything, but at least it's not a freaking 7-year-old Xbox console that's more expensive. Firing people, closing down studios, like big thing for me with Nintendo is, yeah, they're still a corporation. Obviously, they're still trying to make money, but they've never like screwed me, except when I bought like the first Mario Party on Nintendo Switch for full price. That was a ripoff, but otherwise, I personally have never regretted any of my purchases with them. They're always delivering top quality games that come out actually at like a 1.0 proper release, you know? And then, what's that big story too? When Nintendo wasn't, like, when the Wii U failed, guess what happened? This would never happen in the West. The CEO took a huge pay cut so that everybody else could still get paid properly while they were in the low times. And believe me, there was some low times as a Nintendo fan. Even though I'm a freak who also really enjoyed the Wii U, actually. But anyways, excuse my ramblings. I could just go on all day. Yeah. There's just a lot of like, is a lot of frustration towards Nintendo that I see on like Reddit and things like that. And I always just am very curious, like, is this actual like discourse, or is this just people kind of following a trend because Nintendo are the big dogs that are, in my opinion, winning? Well, winning implies there's competition. And there ain't from Xbox anymore, that's for sure. But again, I can fully acknowledge the fact that I'm like very biased. I even have a big ass Zelda tattoo on my back, and if I had the extra money and time, I would get a Metroid tattoo next on my arm. Someday. But anyways, playing Minecraft so hard right now while watching your stream. Nice. W vibe is right. Yeah, the new Minecraft update looks pretty dope. I am disappointed they didn't announce Minecraft Dungeons 2 though. I'm hoping that that's still cooking. I have to craft it in the delve. Yeah, the wings. So when you go through the Kraken portal, there'll be a NPC that can show up in there, and he'll let you craft a bunch of mounts and items and junk like that. And the wings are one of the items he'll let you craft. It requires like a bunch of depth cores and crap, so. And Souls of the Depths, obviously. But they're the fastest wings in the game, so definitely worth grabbing. Hey, Jose. Haven't seen you in forever. It's been so many years. Just popped in my YouTube feed. Nice. Used to play this when Lunar Lancer was new. Oh, okay, long time ago. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't say that I fully recall. Usually for me, names aren't like what I remember. It's like username pictures. And yours is just Jay, so I don't know if you had like an old username or something. Not gonna lie, I'd get a tattoo of Samus on the bike all the way down the arm. Oh. Yeah, dude, you're right. You know what? Maybe it's good that I happen to have waited this long for a Metroid tattoo. Because honestly, that Prime Force suit, some people are saying it looks generic. Dude, that suit looks bonkers dope. Are you kidding me? And thank God we got the motorbike so I can actually bask in its glory. I can't wait to see what the Fusion Scion suit and everything looks like. I love the style. It's so clean, you know? And then I saw people talking like, I saw someone like, bro, is it just me? Or did Metroid Prime 4's suit take inspiration from Dread? And it's like, it's a prequel to Dread, you idiot. Like, what do you mean? I'm curious whether or not this is going to be where Metroid ends and goes into Dread, which would be, you know, a nice way of tying up all the loose ends and stuff. But I personally would prefer if they just gave us like, oh, here's a cliffhanger, there's more coming. Yes, please. But anyway. What class are you playing? I'm Solarian right now. Okay, Oracle saying the way Nintendo's terms of service reads, basically that you're leasing your devices and games, so you don't technically own them. Dude, that's... So you forfeit the rights explicitly says that you forfeit your rights to filing litigation against them, which wouldn't hold up in court, so that's not a big deal. But the fact that they're... that it's there bothers me. It seems very anti-consumer. I'm sorry to tell you this, Oracle. That's literally all digital media. That's not exclusive to Nintendo. Like, I'm not kidding. Digital media, you are literally paying for a license to play the game. And if it's a game that's always online and they just one day decide the servers go off, that's it. You can't play it anymore. That's not exclusive to Nintendo. Like, Xbox has already done that with many of their games that were online only, and it always sucks. Now, that said, there are still gonna be DRM free games and stuff like that on like GOG and whatever else. But it's also, I'll say this, that's like common practice for console gaming in particular. PC, we kind of are a little bit spoiled with it, but the argument could still be had, well, if I physically own the game and the system, I can still play them, so long as it doesn't require online. But, yeah, anyways. I understand the frustration with it and everything, but it's also the same as how, you know, it'd be like, this is a very extreme example because one of them is a video games, one of them is a house over your head or a roof. It'd be the same as saying, like, I don't like renting because then I'm not like buying to own. Which, yeah, I can totally understand that as well. But I'm just kind of making a larger point that it's like, that's how business works, unfortunately. Like, there's a lot of things that you don't technically own. And even, well, maybe it's my Canadian blood talking, because even if you end up owning property here in Canada, technically the Queen owns it. They can technically just take it away from you. If gold or like a high valued resource or oil or something is discovered on your land, it is owned by the Queen and the Crown. Yep. We got the UK Queen. We're under British rule technically as Canada. My username was Corrosion. I very vaguely remember that. Yeah, very vaguely. Like, I just remember the idea of that. Because I remember it was, yeah, like the way you spelt it. It wasn't corrosion, it was corrosion. That's literally all I remember. Yeah, if they tease like a Prime 6 or something. I mean, again, it's Nintendo. They're not going to tease anything because it's going to be a complete experience, but I will gladly pay for DLC. Just give me the Samus bike in Mario Kart DLC, please. I will give you my money, Nintendo. I don't care if you're a corporation that is only interested in making money. Also nice, Jose. I'm gonna get a Samus tattoo of the new Metroid game. Are you serious? Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, if I mean, I guess more so than the money, I should say, if I had the time, I'd have to find like a new tattoo shop that would be nearby and schedule it based on like when the wife's at work and stuff. And it's just, yeah, someday. Hey, Ken. It's not that, I don't think it's that you're late to the stream. It's probably just when you get on or when you get up, right? Because I know right now we're kind of catching the UK vibe, like the Europeans are starting to all wake up. To be fair, I was streaming at like a bit of an earlier time today, so. To be honest, I already... Oh, you are gonna get Samus on the bike, Gavin. Nice. Yeah, I'll have to decide. I'm not sure. Because for me, it's like, I'm always picky with like my tattoos not just looking like a stamp, you know, like a rub-on stamp kind of thing. And I gotta try and think like, am I gonna end up doing some other stuff on my arm later down the line, you know, make room for more Nintendo stuff? Let's be real, that's all it's gonna be. Maybe Samus with the Metroid, even though it technically won't make sense because they're actually like all dead in Prime 4, but the game's still called Metroid. There is a reason, but I can't talk about it because it's a huge spoiler to Metroid Dread. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't remember what the specific crafting cost was for the wings. I know I had it somewhere, but where are my boxes? There they are. That is not that many, but whatever. What's the max item tier now? So there was Radiant, then it went into Stellar, and then it went into Crystal, and now we just got Mystic. Well, not just got, but we just got Mystic Gems with the last update. Mystic Gear is pretty bad. It's pretty tough. Even I don't have Mystic Gear yet, just because of how egregious it is to grind. But with this update, I'm finally strong enough that I can solo the areas that give me the Mystic resources. That's kind of the main thing that hit with this update. Never got a tattoo before. This is literally the only one I'm getting. You say that. It is addicting. I needed a long break. My my back tattoo took like a year. Such a ridiculously long time to get it done, but I mean it was worth it. But at the end of the day, it was like, oh, I can't see it because it's on my back. So oftentimes I'll get people comment on it, like if we're at the beach or something, like when we were in when we had our trip in Cuba. Just because it's actually like hot climate. And then it was like, oh right, I forgot I got it. Sad. Oh, because the top side's still only dropping the one box? Really? Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, I thought that got fixed. Right. I did tell them about it. So I'm sure it's on their list. I hope they don't forget about it, because, yeah. You can, yeah, I mean, Oracle, you can still just buy games physical, man. And I mean, so long as you take care of them properly, like... Bro, I still have... I literally have a box right beside me with a whole bunch of old N64 games, and they're all still in proper condition in their boxes because I'm a freak. One day I will sell them. Or put them in a display case, let's be real. Because I got some obscure ass games, dude. Hey Twitchy, thanks for the Prime sub, man. Appreciate you. Watch some of your videos on YouTube. Now I see you live on Twitch. Yep, and we're live on both platforms as usual. I just wish PC had physical copies of games, like back in the day. Yeah, I know. I mean, nowadays, like, I don't know if I would still buy things physical for PC. Like, the advantage to me nowadays, like with adult life, is just, oh, I can sell it after. You know? That's about it. Otherwise, like, I'm not bothered by digital purchases of stuff. Because I think a lot of it is also just because, like, I've been very conditioned through doing YouTube for 10 plus years, where it's like, oh, I want to play this game immediately, you know? Like again, like I could play Ghost of Yotei right now if I bought it digital. And normally I would, but now, you know, with the baby and everything, I'm a lot more conscious of my funds. And so it's like, I'll buy it physical because I'll sell it after. Unless it's a god tier game I know I'm going to love forever, like Donkey Kong and, I mean, pretty much anything Nintendo, let's be real. Oh, guys, we got a hype train on the Twitch. I don't know what that means, but I'm getting so hyped right now. You can see it in my face. Watch this. Watch. This is how hype I am. Watch this. Did you see that? I don't smile, so that hurt. I am happy that I'm getting used to this mouse. I'm starting to actually be able to accurately click things now. Because otherwise it was pretty dang annoying, man. Still not, like, perfect at it yet. Kind of wanting to buy an Xbox. I've been on PC my whole life. Don't do it! Don't do it. Xbox is too expensive now, dude. They just increased their price of everything in the US by like $200 or $300. A 7-year-old console. So stupid. The mouse, it is a piece of crap. Actually, I love this mouse so far. I just gotta get used to it because I've been using the same Logitech mouse for probably like 8 or 9 years now. Maybe even, no, I think it's actually been over 10 years because I've been using that same mouse since I started Trove. Maybe even earlier than that. It was an ergonomic mouse. But unfortunately, it's been discontinued. So essentially it was way too expensive now to buy a replacement. Because I bought many replacements for that mouse over the years. So instead I just got this crappy like Red Dragon mouse. It's like an MMO mouse, ergonomic and everything. But so far I really enjoy it. It's just because I'm so used to that one specific mouse. Like I'm slower with this one. Like we're talking like very subtle like movements just being like difficult for me to do. And it's very like unsettling, you know? Because it's like I know how fast I can be with a mouse. That kind of situation. So I'm just, you know, brute forcing it. I'll just keep using this until I get used to it. Also, Peyton, here's what I would say, dude, as far as whether you should end up getting your hands on a console or system or anything. Look at the exclusives that you would get out of it first, my man. That's literally the only thing that PC, like, or that console still has on PC is exclusive games. And I would actually argue Nintendo is the only one that has like a lot of value because Nintendo games never come to PC. Even PlayStation first party games have been moving to PC. So PC is still just god tier. Oh my god. I don't even know how many that was smurfing, but he just gave like so many Twitch subs to like a bunch of people. Thank you so much, man. Genuinely. Appreciate you. He spammed out chat, so I can't see. I can't see anything that was sent. GTA won't be out for a while on PC. Nah, I know, that's true. If you want to buy a PS5 just for GTA, I could understand that. Personally, I would wait, because I don't know if it's going to run at 60. It might be the first PS5 game that's going to be 30 frames, because I'm expecting that they're timing the release with the PS6. But for me, like, obviously I'll still play GTA because it's going to be god tier, but it's not going to have multiplayer day one or anything. And I already know I'm going to buy it when it comes to PC as well. All that game's got to do is come out and not be a broken mess like every other company. And guess what? GTA 6 is going to take the world by storm. Yeah, it's a very different, like, set of people, and like the way that Rockstar develops games now, like, you know, they were big on crunch culture and all that crap. So the fact that they're taking their time with everything, like, I'm curious. I'm very curious about that one. I really hope it's just better in every way. I mean, it looks spectacular, but I'm expecting they're gonna more so than the arcadey style of things. They're gonna lean into the realism. And I mean, if I'm being real, Red Dead 2, if you haven't played that game, my God, you get so immersed in it. It's actually insane. Some of the funnest times that I've had in that game was like just playing with friends in the online and going up north, dressing super warm and just hunting bears and stuff. And it's just, you know, it's so freaking cool. No, it's totally fine, MD. All good, man. I made the response why people have been upset about Nintendo. It is a little long, so I would normally send it to Super Chat or something. Oh, I see. How about you just send... Do you got me on Discord? You could just at me with that. I don't know. Because otherwise, there's no promises that the comment won't get grabbed by YouTube's auto mod crap, you know? Oh, also, Oracle saying, I already have an Xbox and can confirm it's not worth getting. I mean, okay, to be fair, I guess I'm making the mistake of thinking you'd be buying it like fresh, but you could probably just buy it on Facebook. Even then, like PC and Xbox, like pretty much every Xbox game is already on PC. Like, we even have PC Game Pass, so Xbox is pretty worthless. And I mean, if you just want to play with a controller, just get a controller. The main advantage I'd say to consoles is just you can play it in the living room, you know? My PS5's collecting dust. Mine too. But if I'm being honest, I crack out the PS5 every now and then, and you know, I've gotten my money's worth out of the system. But I'm definitely not gonna get a PS6. As much as Sony's got some great games, like, you know, I'm still looking forward to Wolverine and GTA and a bunch of our games that are gonna be PlayStation exclusive. But they'll all eventually come to PC anyway, so most of all it depends, is it gonna run at 60 frames? And even if it runs at 30, it's not like a game breaker. Man, that was the biggest killer for Xbox, loss of exclusives? Yep, I know. Oh my God, on Twitch, I'm getting so hype. Here's a hype chest, guys. I'm opening a hype chest. I got the choo-choo. I don't know what it means. I don't actually like actively use Twitch, so I have no idea what any of that means. Oh. How's your Mystic set? Can you grind some since update? I mean, I'm still chipping away at it. I don't have any Mystic. I didn't upgrade any of my stuff yet. I could right now, but upgrading into Mystic actually doesn't give you anything, so I've been hesitant. Because the only thing that's really gonna matter is getting a level in the Mystic. So it's like, should I just wait and upgrade the weapon? Because that's like technically the most cost effective. But Mystic is gonna be one of those things. It's gonna take me like a year. Unless they come out with a easier method. And I've told them, I've left the feedback, I've explained it to them. But I don't think it's gonna change anytime soon. We know Mystic Forging is gonna come down the line, but it might be added in a very convoluted way, so we'll see. Yeah, technically you get a single PR, so you're right. Hoping GTA 6 is crossplay through the consoles. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, in this day and age, it should be. I think the main... Was GTA... No, it wasn't crossplay, like GTA 5. Granted, that game is like how old now? Long time ago. And I mean, GTA 5, I could still... If I reinstalled that game, I could just play it for hours, just driving around. I'm very curious how they're going to go with the online route of GTA 6, because GTA 5, when the online first came out, it was like the Wild West, man. Like, it was so fun. People finding exploits and trying to beat the patches and stuff. And then they slowly hunkered it all down and locked everything up tight. And now basically, if you want to play the online and keep up with everybody, you got to spend hundreds of dollars. No thanks. Like, it's so monetized. And I mean, they make their money off of it, obviously. So I'm sure it's not going to change. But I'm just expecting GTA 6 to, like, have all of those kinks ironed out already. So it might take away a lot of the fun from the online. But it depends. We'll see. Maybe they'll make it so that we can actually grind the shark card coins or whatever. But I doubt it. Oops. No idea how I didn't find my way to Discord yet. Ah, yes. Yeah, that's usually the easiest way to get my attention for stuff like that, but probably not going to be that same Wild West feeling again. No, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it might, you know, like, the online has to be, like, really, really good to make it, like, as engaging. Like, don't get me wrong. Even if it's just playing online with your friends and driving around, that's fine. But, like, I really hope they ironed out, like, the missions and stuff in GTA 6, because they're not good in 5. Like, it just feels like you're grinding a video game instead of being, you know, immersed in the world. And I always just liked driving around with friends. And eventually just moving into private lobbies and screwing around and blowing each other up and crashing into each other and stuff, you know? Like, that's where it's at. But if they lock, like, all the cars behind a paywall and crap like they've done now, it's just kind of like, oh. But we'll see. I'm sure the game's still gonna be phenomenal. Guys, I got it. Oh. Wait, it's just a C3 bow. Why was that grabbed? Weird. Anyway, I think that's enough cosmic farming, bro. We farmed the same amount of time in the cosmic world. We got half the amount of boxes. Like, that is rough. Yikes. If I buy a console, it'd probably be Switch. I don't want to play games on my desk all the time. No, I feel that. Yeah, the Switch. That, I mean, again, keep in mind I am a biased freak, but to me, I think that the Switch has the most value as a home console because, I mean, one, most obviously, it's portable. But the main reason for me is because, again, the Nintendo exclusives. Because you can play like Donkey Kong Bonanza, Mario Odyssey, or the new bundle of Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 together, which people are complaining about, even though those games are God tier. Like, there's so much that you can catch up on, like some of the best games in their genre. Zelda as well. Oh my god. Being able to experience that for the first time again? Holy crap. As much as I love and adore Tears of the Kingdom, I think Breath of the Wild kind of it had more of a vibe, you know? Because it was like the first like true next gen open world game that actually like breaked up the formula. And then Tears of the Kingdom was more and a better game mechanically, but I'm looking forward to the next Zelda, dude. I like the missions in GTA 5 when it first came out. Yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I liked old GTA 5 versus the new one. Like, I'll still play GTA 5 now, but as soon as I get into the grindy missions, it's just like, oh my god. Like, it's not bad. It's still funner than most games, but it's just so grindy. That... Oh. Oh, that was a bunch of level 1 gems, wasn't it? Because they were on the floor? No? It showed no resources out of them, but I guess that was a mistake. Anyway. Using the same mod, how are you upgrading the gems? I'll show you in a second. Actually, I only need the cosmic ones. We got a decent amount. Not a great amount. We're not gonna be at 1,000, that's for sure. But yeah, I love the Switch 2. It has been so freaking nice. And I mean, the Switch 1 is still a great console too. But Switch 2 is just everything I ever wanted. It's just a stronger Switch. So what I'm doing with this mod is you click max level, right? And then it's going to level the gem up to maximum. The reason it stops at level 25 is because I put all of my gem sparks into dust, which means I don't have any of these in my inventory, so the game can't steal them. And then because I just tell it max level, then I just right click the next gem and it just continues on doing that. Just make darn sure that you end up breaking the sparks down. Otherwise, you're just gonna waste tons of gem dust. I actually talked about it all in the Trove video I posted today. Bum bum. All right, there we go. Yeah, see? Wait, why is it... What? What was that? Is that a glitch? I guess so. Yeah, weird. Yeah, visual bug is right. Okay, well, how many did we end up getting out of that? We're at 1,000 for all these other gems. Not even 500. Wow. Wow. Oh, that hurts. We got like maybe 200 out of that. Like it just, that was... That's not fun. That's bad. They gotta fix that world, bro. They really gotta fix it. You missed the part with the max level. Oh, did I really? Ah. Maybe I was gonna edit it into the video and then I forgot. Yeah, I'm balancing too many things. I had a feeling there was still something I needed to talk about in that video. Whatever, I can just make a separate video. How to level up gems easy. Or just make it a short. I don't know. That's disappointing. That, or maybe I'll just scrap that era video. No, because I thought I had a huge emphasis of talking about... I didn't talk about the max level thing instantly. It was... But I did talk about like all of the mechanics of like breaking the stuff down to dust. And the max level thing... Right, I didn't get into the max level thing because it didn't affect console players. That's why I didn't talk about it. So I should just make something else that talks about it on PC. But I think I mentioned about mashing the spacebar or holding it. Anyway. The problem with Geode is, yes, we're getting one box. There's a problem. I did let them know about it. They do know about it. I don't know why it hasn't been fixed yet. So it makes grinding cosmic dust worthless. So I think I'm going to pass, hard pass on that for the time being. Because that was egregious. That was way too slow. Considering we didn't get anything out of it. My kid's also getting to that age where I think she'd enjoy Mario Party and stuff like that. Almost $400 is not in the budget right now. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, just hold off, save up. It'll go on sale at some point, or you know, get it with a bundle. Like the Mario Kart bundle was great. For Mario Party, when you do get one, I'll say the Jamboree or whatever. That one's really good. I was very worried because I needed to spend my second Nintendo voucher on it. And then we grabbed that, and yeah. So far, the mini games on it are actually really good. Because otherwise, I got burned by the other Mario Party game. Oh, yeah. I figured it's US if it's 400. I mean, see, here's the thing, right? 400 for the Switch might not be in the budget. I'm pretty sure the Xbox and PlayStation are more expensive than that. That's the problem. But yeah, anyways, guys, it was fun. 1,000 in Canadian. No, it wasn't $1,000 for a Switch 2. But yeah, about 3 in the morning for me. Sucks the cosmic gems. That genuinely pisses me off. That was kind of a waste of time. But anyway, hope you guys had fun. Tomorrow I'll be streaming Ghost of Yotei. I'll probably stream some more Trove as well or something. But as far as like just today's upload, it's probably just gonna be this. So anyways, thank you guys for coming out. Thanks for the Prime subs that what was that? Smurf? Yeah. And then I think there was somebody else that did it as well, but I don't see a notification for it. Anyways, I'm going to tweak and mess around with Windows 11. Love you guys. Bye-bye.